Welcome back, mutants. There's a chill in the air. The leaves are turning colors. There are carved jack-o'-lanterns all around. And it can mean only one thing. No, it's not Halloween. It's time for another edition of Streeboween. Yeah. So today we are taking you to the theater, as you can see there in the background, for a special screening of Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell. Check it out. 3 from Hell. It was originally released with a limited 3-day screening. I had trouble getting tickets for the first time, but it performed so well that they gave it an additional limited night engagement. We're here to get our ticket and hopefully our exclusive poster. Let's see what happens. I love the theater, don't you? Check it out. 3 from Hell. And here we are. Let's go inside, shall we? Here we are. I can't film through the whole movie, so I'll have to catch you guys afterwards. But I am here good and early because I wanted to make sure I got my poster. Got my poster. Mission accomplished. Streeboween is in full effect.
Should we go on the white backdrop so it doesn't look like we're on the set of The Office?
Oh, right.
Oh, what are we doing? Yeah.
When somebody comes up to me or says, "Is there going to be another Devil's Rejects?" And I go, "Sid,
Right.
is there going to be another Devil's Rejects?"
No.
Why? Because we're fucking dead.
Kind of do everything at a certain time. Like, I couldn't go make a movie like House of a Thousand Corpses without it being completely fake now. I just couldn't. I would know too much to do that movie.
Devil's Rejects, it's so beloved that do we want to actually make a sequel to this film?
I didn't want to just make a sequel. I was like, okay, well, let's go. What would be 15 years later with the characters? What would be 15 years later with everything? Wanted there to be a purpose to doing it. I think a lot of times the sequels that don't work are the ones that you're feeding the fans everything they think they want. Like, oh, here's those same lines again, and here's everyone doing that again.
I just was like, how's this gonna happen? Because they had the shootout on the road.
To me, that might be fun opening night screening, but then a month later you'd be like, man, that film's such a hollow piece of shit.
And then after the success of 31, that's what changed it.
It is known that each of the rejects sustained over 20 bullet wounds apiece.
Let's take the characters I love and do some other crazy thing that at first I might go, what?
A devastating onslaught of destruction.
And they'll go, wow, this movie's fucking just as deep and layered as the other one. It's just layered with different things.
We opened with a documentary, and that was something that we hadn't done really before. We've had newscasts and things like that, but we haven't done this.
What I like is that the characters are developed, so I don't have to waste time developing them. You can just get into it and take them whole new places.
Suspects connected to the House of 1,000 Corpses murders were stopped dead in their tracks today.
I've always been obsessed with this one documentary on Manson that came out in 1970, I think it was. It's all real footage. The filmmakers got in there, shot him going out of the court, and you go, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I am justice.
They're trying to blame us, but we didn't do it!
3 to 3!
3 to 3!
Serial killers have now achieved this fame, which they always seem to do.
I mean, I know this guy.
So why don't we just explain it through this documentary that takes it to a whole nother place?
Fuck your bullshit.
And I just felt like it was a good way to explain what happened and make it realistic and not just go like, oh, they suddenly are alive.
Action. You and you and you should all be kissing my fucking ass. You wanted the goddamn boogeyman in your sunny little lives, and you got it.
And I started like, oh boy, even that seems like way too much. And it was pretty freaky. I was in a state of constant stress for 2 weeks, and it fucks with everybody else. It's like, this isn't the movie we thought we were making. What are we doing now?
With a movie being written a certain way, sitting with the script for like a year, and then 2 weeks before shooting, one of your lead actors is incapable of doing the movie, you have to go, well, either we throw in the towel, which I would never do, or you go, how do we reconfigure this with the thought of, okay, we're gonna make it better.
So he brought in Foxy, Richard Brake, as the half-brother. It still was the trio, but it's with this whole new crazy energy because Foxy's got his whole personality, and so that starts to play off of Otis and Baby as well.
Alright, mutants, it's all she wrote for 3 from Hell. Hope you enjoyed this trip to the cinema. Time to head home. Party's over, said the girl. Nothing finer than walking through movie theater hall to me. Looking at the posters, imagining the stories to come. Like waking up from a dream. And heading back out into the real world again. That's all she wrote, mutants. This is Streebo from Indie Film Reviews, Mutantville.com. Mutantville players, buy my stuff, like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that noise. See ya.